Alright, what's going on? My name is Wookie, and today is not necessarily a video about games. It's a couple of stories that have came out today. Um, Not about me. Well, actually, there's a couple of personal stories I'd like to say first off before we get into the other stories. But there's a couple of stories that came out today in newspapers and online that I really wanted to talk about. So the personal stuff is that you may already have noticed is that I'm suffering from a cold, um, which isn't great, but I'm getting by slowly. The other thing is that I woke up on Monday morning uh, and I couldn't move my jaw properly, and I don't know what this is about. I can only move my jaw so far, to about oh oh there, until it really starts to hurt. Uh, and Chibi, my other half, said I could have lockjaw. I don't know, but it's really painful. The fact that I can't even eat certain things. Like I tried to eat a bar of chocolate today. I couldn't get a bar of chocolate in my mouth. Um, so it's ridiculous. I can't eat a lot of things. I'm gonna have a bowl of soup later because that's probably the only thing I can eat right about now because I can't move my jaw. I know I can talk and everything and everything's coming out fine, but it's the fact that I can't move my bottom jaw to a wide point. I can't do it. Other thing, I also have a rash um, on my legs. Before you all start going, oh, he's got chlamydia or gonorrhea or something. I haven't because I don't know. Maybe it's a different detergent or something that's been used. I don't know what she's done. Because I'm not being rude, but she does the washing up, she does the clothes, and I do dishes and I do hoovering and polishing and stuff. Um, but she would deal with the clothes because I don't know how to use the washing machine. It's no word of a lie. I don't know how to use it. Uh, but yeah, a couple of things I want to talk about. First, a kind of a big story I read about this morning was that Asda have had to apologize this morning for selling a mental outfit for Halloween for adults. It's kind of like you dress up as a mental patient. Um, and just recently, actually, within the last I think hour or so, that Tesco have came out and said it as well that they have brought these in to try and sell them, but they've both apologized and said that they're taking them off, the store sites and stuff. Asda has said sincere apologies for the offence that it's caused, and it has made a completely unacceptable error and would make a very sizable donation to Mind, which is a mental and health charity. So that, good for them. Not much known yet on what Tesco are doing to repair the damage that they've done, but um, it's an adult costume, so one can only assume that those adults that are buying that costume are dumb, because we live in a society, a community that looks after these types of people. I know from personal experience, with certain family members and stuff who have worked at a place, um, you know, that kind of thing. Um, but to go to a store, by the way, Asda, if you don't know what Asda is, in the UK and maybe somewhere around the world, I don't know, Asda is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, supermarket in the UK. Um, and yeah, they have come out and said, look, we're sorry. We're sorry for selling these costumes. We are idiots. And rightfully so, these are idiots. But I kind of look on the funny side of this whole costume thing, because originally I thought it was for kids, and I was gonna go hellbound on parents who were gonna buy this costume for their kids. I was like, no, 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 no kids coming up to my house expecting candy dressed like that. And I have no real uh, bad reason for hating on kids who dress up like this, because they don't know. They don't know what it is. It's the parents that do it. It's the parents that go and buy this costume for their kids. They think it's funny and they think it's hilarious, but like I said, we live in a society where young, old people are going into these places, and it could be someone you know, it could be a friend, family, and you have to live with that. You have to know that someone that you know, that you care about, is in one of these places, and you see one of these kids walking about with apparently one of the costumes has fake blood, a meat cleaver, and then on the back of it, it said committed. So, you know, you're seeing this little kid run about with this costume on, and you're like, what are the parents thinking? What are they thinking that they're going to put a child in this costume? But like I said, I see both sides to this. But I will say, if a kid comes up to my house uh, this year, I will be waiting for them to sing a song. Because back in my day, if you went to somebody's house and expected candy, you had to sing a song. Nowadays, I see kids walking about with iPads and iPhones, and they get all this. So if they come to my house on Halloween and just go, hey, give me candy, it's not going to happen. You have to stand there and just sing me a song. And I have to bear that song, because I don't know how many times I will hear that during the night. But yeah, you have to work for it. Work for it. Not like the kids nowadays who just get stuff for being kids. Another story that I want to talk about really fast is something quite close to home. It is a place called Explorers, which is in Portaferry, I think, in Northern Ireland. And it's put a petition out to save it from closure, and I will put a link in the description below of the petition. And if you know what this place is, basically it's an aquarium where you can go in and you can pet stingrays, because I did that, and when I was a kid I went there once with my parents, and I think my little sister was there, and I stroked a stingray. And it's not every day you can go to a place and just stroke stingrays. You don't do that. There's all sorts of stingrays, like giant turtles, starfish are there, all kinds of weird, crazy looking fish are there. Ones that are kept in dark tanks, like really black dark tanks, because they live in really low, dark pressured waters. So that's the way to keep them alive and stuff. But it has put a petition out to stop it from closing, which I'm really quite sad about, because I've always said to Chibi that I'd like to go there again, because she's never been, and I'd like to take her there. I'd like to show her, you know, just pet stingrays, just for the lols, because it's not every day you get to pet a stingray, is it? You know, stroke its back. Um, so yeah, I will, like I said, I'll put a link in the description below. If you know what Explorers Aquarium is, um, you'll know it's a cool thing. It's a really cool thing, and it's not often that we get something like that here. I will put a link in the description below of the petition. You can sign it, you can look at it if you want. If you don't know what it is, and you're interested in it, just, you know, sign it anyway, because they are looking for as many people as possible to sign this thing, to keep it open, because I do want to keep it open. You know, I want to help keep it open, and I want to take Chibi there someday, and so look at all the pretty fishies, because that's Chibi. So that's kind of a story quite close to me. In other world news that I want to talk about, actually, is a guy. I don't want to say his name because I can't pronounce it. But basically, he's a Chinese guy, and you can find this story online. It's quite all over the internet at the minute. But 22-year-old guy has had a nose grown on his forehead. And I first looked at this and I kind of laughed. I didn't really mean to. It wasn't a laugh as if to say that's funny as hell. It was more of a laugh to say I did not expect that. I did not see that coming. Kind of laugh. Basically, yeah, he had a nose grown on his forehead. He was in a car accident or something in August 2012, and he failed to get treatment to fix his nose, so his nose became infected and a cartilage was damaged. Surgeons were unable to repair, so they created a new nose on his forehead made from cartridges from his ribs and skin tissue expander, whatever that is. But surgeons are hoping to carry out the transplant surgery to put it back in place of his old nose soon. So yeah, I hope it all goes well for him. But that's weird. I don't. Why would they put it on his forehead? That's what I want to know. I don't know. I don't know. They could have put it somewhere where it was hidden, on his back or his leg or something. I don't know, but I'm not going to read too much into it. I hope all goes well for him. And yeah, that's kind of really what I want to talk about today. It's just a couple of things that just came out today that I really want to talk about. And if you like the sound of my sexy cold voice, be sure to comment down below this video, and I will try my best to keep it. But other than that, guys, thanks very much for watching. My name's been Electro Wookie. So I'll see you later. Bye.